Alright guys, Jason here again. Today I'm going to plant some onions. I was going to put them in the ground next to my potato plants, my seed potatoes rather, but I think I'm going to put them in these mineral tubs where I had my peppers growing last year. I did have some blackberry transplants, they didn't take, so I pulled them out, but I'll show y'all what I'm working with here. So here's the onions, of course. I was afraid I lost them the other day. I put them out getting some sunlight, and it was real cold and windy, and they were laying down all tangled up, and I was worried to death. So I think they're gonna make it. I just got to get them out of here, separate them. But I'm just gonna plant them in these mineral tubs here. But before I do, I'm gonna fertilize with nitrogen because onions are very heavy feeders of nitrogen. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'm gonna get these suckers separated. So I'm just going to work some nitrogen into this first pot here. That way they start growing, they got some fertilized down there. You can go too awful heavy. Got some leftover, what's this, Miracle Grow in there too. I ain't really too crazy about Miracle Grow, but I figured I could use this container to carry this out here. There we go, that ought to suffice. Now, got to get all these onions separated. Figure I'll put a little water on them, help loosen them up. Take them out of my tray here. Hopefully they come apart pretty good because I didn't thin them all out totally. They're getting a little big for their britches. They're good and healthy looking. I hope they continue. Yeah, they separate pretty nicely. Had 4 growing in one cell. You can see how they get all tangled together, but just work them real gentle and they will come apart. Not too bad at all. They've been there too long. It's time to get them out. Those are nice. Anyway, I'm gonna get the rest of these separated and I'll be back with y'all in a minute. All right, so I got all the transplants separated nicely. I will say this, when they get roots on them like that, they don't come out of the seed trays very easily. So I think next year I'm just going to plant them in like one big container, sow them real thick because they come apart really easy. But when the roots get like that, they don't want to come loose. And I'm hoping and praying I don't have any transplant shock because of roots being disturbed. But anyway, I got all 4 of these mineral tubs Got them all loosened up. I got them fertilized in the bottom underneath of there. So now I'm just gonna get to planting. All right, so getting these bad boys in here. One thing I like about planting in these mineral tubs is weed control. A lot easier rather to manage the weeds. That's one thing I was worried about growing a bunch of these in the garden, because I do have a wheel hoe to manage my weeds, but in between these I thought it might be a little hard, so I just thought it might be a good idea to plant them in these mineral tubs. I've got plenty of them. I just hope that I get the spacing right. I'm just eyeballing it, but this is my first year growing from seed. So far so good, but like I said earlier, I won't do them in a seed tray anymore because these roots were growing out the bottom and made it kind of hard to get them out. So I think I'll just grow them in one big container and separate them when I go to transplant, because they come apart pretty easy. So they've done good. I just pray they don't get any transplant shock from disturbing the roots. I don't know how delicate they are, but they've grown pretty good. I've been giving them liquid fertilize about once a week, and they've done pretty good. So hopefully all of our hard work won't be for nothing, because I'd hate to lose them. All right, so there's the first container, and I'm just gonna go on down the line. I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, guys, so got them all planted. Hopefully they don't have any transplant shock and they do good. I did have a few left over. Would put them in this tub here, but I have some sweet potatoes in there I'm hoping will come up and make me some slips. But anyway, I might put them in the ground tomorrow. Well, I guess that's it for today, folks. Got the onions in and do have a few left over like I showed you. I think I might put them in the ground tomorrow maybe, but I'm hoping these do good. Like I said before, I think I might have said it twice, but if you do grow onions from seeds, I don't recommend using seed trays unless you take them out when they're a lot smaller than mine. But I want them to grow, you know, pretty good, because I didn't want the wind to tear them up. I'm actually a little worried about that now, but I'm hoping that they'll shoot up pretty quick and be strong. But I think next year when I start them, I think I'll just take and just give me a big plastic tub and just sew it real thick, because the roots do come apart real easily. But anyway, thanks for sticking with me. If this is your first time stopping by, we'd appreciate you. Subscribe, like this video, and we'll see you guys next time.